What's going on, my hungry humans, and welcome back to the Hungry Road. We have a treat for you today. This is the 2021 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend trim level. I've seen these at the Detroit airport for the last several weeks. I've been coming here. I haven't been able to get my hands on one because they're always gone. So I flew in, I think 2 nights ago, and I'm like, okay, I finally see one, let's try it out. I'm a little bummed it's a 2021, whatever, but I want to try it out, the Bronco, like that was a really big deal when the Bronco came out. Then they released the Sports first, and everybody was like, but I see sports everywhere. People love the Bronco Sport. So I'm like, okay, let me check it out for myself. And it's not a bad vehicle, but I want to get my hands on either the Badlands, one of these. This is only the Big Bend trim. It's the second tier. It goes base, Big Bend, Outer Banks, and then Badlands. So I want to try out the Bad has one and let me test it out. Please hit me up. And I want to get a hold of a real Bronco. I don't care if it's 2-door, 4-door, soft top, hard top, Raptor, whatever. I definitely want to try one of those out. But let's get into it. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Hungry Road. Today I'm gonna take a page out of Shmee 150's book and do this sort of the car review first person style. So as you see right here, we have the 2021 Ford Bronco Sport Badland. No, I'm sorry, it's the Big Bend edition. So while I have your attention on the different trims, there are 4 different trims. There's gonna be a base model, there's the Big Bend edition, Badlands, and Outer Banks. So this one's kind of like the second tier. Outer Banks is the third tier, and then Badlands is like the top tier for the Bronco Sport. Let's go over a few things here. We're gonna start up front right here with the nice grille. I do like how the front grille looks very similar to the Bronco, like the Big Daddy Bronco, whatever, but just like toned down just a little bit. Now on the Badlands, this grille is gonna be just a bit different. I can put a picture up here, you can see that, but I actually love the way the daytime running lamps show up. Let's go ahead and unlock the car. We have the key right here. Unlock it, check it out. So we got a turn signal right there. And we got the daytime running lamp, which is this strip right here and this ring when you turn the car on and get it going. Let's take a look around the other side. The fog lamps are actually optional, so they're not standard on the Big Bend edition, but you have to option those in. We do have like these really small looking wheels, but I do understand, they're only 17s, but I do understand it gives more of an off-roady sort of feel to things. I mean, it's not a bad looking truck at all. Let's go ahead and walk around the back over here. Kind of, what is this thing? Is this glass? No, I don't know what exactly that is. It's like I don't know. The visibility is not too bad on it, but the back end looks really nice. I like how the license plate sits nice and low. It's not plastered right in the back of or front in the middle of the trunk lid there. Let's actually, while we're back here, we have 2 buttons down here. So we take a look here. The one on the left, it actually tells you for the glass. So we can press this and only the glass will lift up. We have the handle here. Nice and easy access to get in here if you don't have to open the whole tailgate up or anything like that. We can go ahead and shut that, and we can press the other one, door, and it is a manual opening hatch. All the Bronco Sports are going to be manual opening hatches. It does give more of an off-roady feel and more rugged feel. So here's the trunk space, not bad at all. You do have the really like military sort of looking rubber mat back here, really nice. 12-volt outlet. We have a little light back here, got the little hidden Bronco logo, that's kind of cute. We have the lights back here. Let's go ahead and turn this on. What does that do? Nothing? I don't know. We got little hooks back here so you can attach things so you don't go flying around, whatever. But not bad at all. So I did figure out what this little button here does. So we have some lights up here. So if you're like out camping or something, you can kind of turn these lights on back here, and it gives you a little bit more room. So there's one on each side, one over there, one over there. That's kind of a cool feature to use at night. You're out camping, you want to have more light back here. All right, we do have the key here. It's a pretty standard looking Ford key, like all the Fords now, but it's got a nice sort of Bronco logo on the back. Makes it a bit extra special. Keep the key in your pocket, and you walk up to the door handle here. Just put your hand inside and it'll unlock for you. And I want to show you this animation that plays on the screen when you get in. Check this out. It's like a bunch of rocks. Oh, what happened there? Coming together, and it forms a little Bronco logo. I think that's actually pretty clever. That's pretty cool. But let's take a look at the interior while we're in here. Again, this is not a super expensive crossover SUV thing. So it's plastic, but it gives like a military, you know, rugged, outdoorsy feel to it. Not bad. Little chrome tips on the window switches here. We have places for water bottles down here. Not bad. A lot of light controls over here to the side. And instead of the Ford logo, we got the Bronco logo here. Ford must love their horses because you got the Mustang and not a Bronco. Well, the Bronco's been out, but while we're in here, let's go ahead and open up the hood. So we're gonna pull this 2 times. 1, yep. So that kind of unlocks the hood. You can kind of see it's cracked, and then 2 should fully release it. Very similar to how the Mini Cooper did. And there may not be a latch. You should just be able to lift it straight up, and we do. All right, look at this. 1.5 cylinder turbo 4-cylinder. This is not a pretty engine at all. I wonder if the cover is missing. This is a rental car. You buy it, you know, any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, this is it's tiny. It doesn't have much power. It's not very eventful. But yeah, let's go back in the car. Let's shut that. Oh, we gotta push down. There we go. To latch it. Go ahead and run back inside and get a better view of the nice cloth seats in case you get stains on them, or you got dogs or pets in here. They won't rip this stuff all up and make you all mad. But not bad. Decent amount of room in here, you know, for 4 people. You know, take a little road trip somewhere. Nice sort of flat dash, not a whole bunch of ridges and stuff going on here. Let's start it up. We're gonna put our foot on the brake. We have the nice engine start button right here. There we go. And we get the animation again. Let's see if it plays without. Oh, okay, killed it. All right, let's go ahead and shut the door. It's kind of cold outside. I love the way the font here kind of continues into the gauge cluster. Now this is kind of weird. These are digital speedometers, or tachometer and speedometer, but the needles are analog. So like, let's zoom in here a little bit, but that's like digital. Oh, let's turn this down. It's very interesting. But yeah, you have a little menu right here up top. We can use these buttons right here, menu, to access these things here. Digital speedometer, fuel economy. How I've been doing? Fuel economy, 23.2 miles per gallon. Not bad, I guess. Haven't been doing that. I guess I have been doing a little bit of driving. But yeah, a little tiny little menu right here in the front. All right, let's go back over here. We do have your nice big touchscreen right here. Pretty responsive. You know, there's Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all that kind of stuff. Below it, we have you could turn your auto start off. You know, I hate that in my car, so I turn that off. Hazard button. We have all your sort of multimedia stuff right here. Right below, we got a place to put like your phone or whatever. Below that, climate controls all down here. Pretty laid out, self-explanatory, very easy to operate. We do have heated seats here, 3 levels. It does get pretty toasty. Right below that, we have your wireless charging pad here. Another place for storage. 2 USB ports in there. We have a 12-volt system, so one is USB-C, one's USB regular. And then we also have USBs in here as well. You know, USB-C up top, USB regular on the bottom. That is a lot of storage in there. But up front, cup holders, your drive selector here. You just gotta put your foot on the brake and kind of turn it. Parking brake, hill hold, and we have what's called the GOAT modes. Now you've heard of GOAT before, greatest of all time, but I think the word GOAT is getting thrown around way too much. So GOAT here is goes over all terrain. So if we twist this knob, we should get a sort of message here. So that's normal, eco, sport mode, my favorite. We have slippery conditions, like kind of right now because it's snowing here in Michigan, and sand for off-road. Not bad. I don't think I'll ever use those. I don't know who will. Somebody will. Somebody put this thing through its paces. Let's take a look at the back seats now. Go ahead and open the door up. We'll look back here. First thing I notice, we have like zippered storage pockets. Now that's pretty cool to put papers and stuff in there. I don't think I've ever seen zippered storage pockets before. We have the back door panel here, uneventful, nothing crazy back here. Cup holders in the fold down armrests, and put that up there. And we have more USBs back here. It looks like a USB-C, USB regular, little vents. But yep, nothing crazy. OS word handle, of course. Nice little sunroof. Very uneventful. All right, my hungry family. We are inside the 2021 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend trim. I've had this car for a few days. It's not for me. It's not my thing. I know, like, the world is going crazy over small SUVs with off-road capabilities, and that's kind of what the Bronco Sport is. You know, it's not the big boy Bronco where it's, you know, much more expensive, much more capable, you know, type of vehicle. But this is okay. Like, I understand if you're like, that's my little small SUV to part around, you know. I want to sit up in my car or truck or whatever and not be sitting low. You know, I want to have ground clearance. I want to have storage, you know, a hatch, all those things. I get it. It's just not for me. I do like the aesthetics in here. They're pretty cool. Like the ruggedness of the Bronco and, you know, the off-road theme. I'm here for that. I get all of that. It's just not my thing, you know. The small 17-inch wheels, you know, that gives you a lot more tire, made for off-roading, you know, less, you know, rim bending, especially on potholes and stuff around here in Michigan. I get it. The auto stop start kicking in right now. I'm in traffic right now. Hey, it's a Nautilus. I reviewed one of those. Go check that video out. But I get it, you know. Even if you made this thing super fast, it still wouldn't be for me. This thing has like no power. Like I said, it's a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. It doesn't go. I mean, it goes, but it doesn't go very fast. Not real good at passing speeds, nothing. Probably 200 something horsepower, my guess. I don't actually have the numbers in my head. But yeah, it's just not my thing. You know, it drives like a car. It feels like a car. It, you know, it handles okay. It just reminds me of like a car. But I think that's kind of what they were going for, because it's a small. It's not. Is this a compact SUV? I think it might be considered compact. Yeah, but it's just not for me. You know, it looks okay. Like I said, as I mentioned before, the Bronco, the real one, I like that one. I'd love to check one of those out. The Sport is just not for me. But if you guys get a chance to check one out, do so. You know, handling is okay, pretty precise. But like I said, like I mentioned earlier, it feels like a car. And I think that's kind of what most people are looking for. You don't want a big, giant, floaty, boat-feeling SUV. You want something that is nimble, you know, and agile, and, you know, can take you from point A to point B, you know, that kind of stuff. Now, I've had to compare this to other vehicles that I've driven. I'd compare it to the Lincoln Nautilus. Maybe it probably is closer to the Corsair, which is the smaller version of the Lincoln Nautilus. I can also compare it to the Jeep Compass that I drove. I prefer the Compass over this. They're about the same size, but I like the infotainment screen set up a little better. I think it's way better looking than this. This is also 4x4, so 4-wheel drive or whatever when you need it. I think it's front-wheel drive predominantly. So this is run and gun off the top of my head kind of review. I don't have a lot of facts in front of me. I will say the car is well equipped. I do have blind spot monitoring, front end collision warning, rear end collision warning, you know, all the standard safety features I think should be in cars. We do have like a lane keep assist sort of program here. Like, it's well equipped and standard. This is, I believe, the this is the Big Bend trim level. Starts about $33,000, $34,000, which I think is pretty decent. I'd call it a starter SUV. It's a small one, you know? What are you doing? What are you doing in front of me? And one cool thing I noticed, if you have the car in drive, as you can see here, and you turn the car off, it'll put itself in park. That's a neat little trick. Well, guys, that was my time with the 2021 Ford Bronco Big Bend trim level. I kind of do like a run and gun kind of shoot style here. I mean, there's already tons of videos out there on the internet about it, but I wanted to bring this to my audience. I appreciate you for watching if you made it this far. Let me know what you think of the run and gun style. It's more of a, if you know who Shmee150 is, he's a huge YouTuber, like over 2 million subscribers. He's been doing it for like a decade now. That's kind of his style, you know? And I like to mix mine up a little bit. I like mine to be a little formatted a little better, more like a Doug DeMuro or an 80X sort of format. But, you know, just let me know what you think. I'm still discovering, I'm still learning, I'm still trying out new things here. But please, smash the subscribe button, check out some of my other videos, browse the channel. I'm doing food videos. You know, this is the Hungry Road, so I do food videos and car videos. And I'm doing the shoes now, so I'm becoming a little bit of a collector. But anyway, guys, take care, stay safe. Thank you.